This program contains scenes of nonsensical garbage and coarse language and is intended for a mature audience. Viewer discretion is advised.
Why hello my little babies, welcome back to today's video, and can I tell you, I am so motherfucking excited because this whole collection literally my heart is like bursting with joy because of how cute and sweet everything is. So when this was teased out, I was like, oh my God, this is gonna be really cute. And let me tell you, ColourPop really delivered, especially when it comes to the packaging. The rest of the collection, yeah. Listen, there are some really good things in this collection, and there are also some things that I'm like, what happened? What happened, ColourPop? Do we need to do a wellness check on you? Because there are some things that maybe I'm misremembering. I don't know, it feels different. So in today's video, I'm gonna break down the whole collection and let you know very quickly and very efficiently what I think is the best versus what I think is the worst. Now, full disclosure, this was sent to me in PR, so thank you so much to ColourPop. Thank you, Daddy, for sending this my way. But funny story, before I found out that I was getting this in PR, I did purchase a fair chunk of this on my own. I spent over $100 and I pretty much got majority of the lip products and all of the cream blushes. The things that I didn't get was the eyeshadow palettes, the Supershock Shadows, as well as the Glossy Lip Trio. Everything else piqued my interest and then some, and I just couldn't wait for it to just arrive in my little grubby hands. So that said, let's start off with the best thing in this whole collection. And that's the lip mask. Are we surprised? No. So this guy retails for $12. This exclusive lip mask comes in this adorable collectible Pokeball shaped jar. Nourish your palette with a leave-on lip mask that locks in moisture and softens lips with a yummy berry flavor. I don't think you can find this online right now. I'm pretty sure it's sold out on ColourPop, and I'm pretty sure it's sold out in Ulta, but if it's not, go to Ulta, you'll find it there. But if you were interested in this, definitely sign up to see when this is going to have another restock. I hope it's soon because this is amazing. First of all, this smells like Captain Crunch berries. Like, it just has a very beautiful berry sweet cereal smell that I just love. Obviously, look at me, I love berry cereal. So this is just right up my alley. What I really love about this is that not only is this adorable, but it actually is a really good product. Now, love them or hate them, lip masks are very much needed, especially if you suffer from deep, just dehydrated mummy dick-esque skin like myself. I need a lot of hydration when it comes to lip products. If they are matte, I'm gonna die. And it probably doesn't help that I keep this house like at 50 degrees at all times. So I'm pretty sure that's what's drying me out, but whatever, neither here or there. Anyway, I like to think of myself as a connoisseur when it comes to lip masks because I'm just a fan of gooey shit that just keeps my lips looking supple and healthy and adorable. I'm a very big fan of the Tatcha Kiss You mask, which I feel like people are divided because it is definitely on the stickier side, but that bitch has so much hydration, it's not even funny. So this kind of reminds me of that product, except it's nowhere near as like sticky as the Kiss You lip mask. This is definitely on the thicker side, but it's not too thick where it just feels uncomfortable, like you can't move your mouth and you feel like it's just gonna end up everywhere. This definitely melts into the skin and just basically locks in a layer of hydration that lasts for a very long time. I love putting this on before bed because I know when I wake up, my lips are not going to be dehydrated, shriveled little dicks. Like, they're going to be plump and juicy, or as plump and juicy as I could ever make my lips to be, because quite frankly, I don't really have lips, but whatever. This makes me feel good in the morning. Now, like I mentioned before, I did pick up some of this collection before knowing that I was going to get PR, and I picked up 2 of these. I'm very happy that I did that because for $12, not only is this really cute, but it actually, again, is a really good and useful product. A lot of ColourPop's lip masks have been wonderful, and I really hope that they continue with this trend of just keeping up with it. Keep putting it in really cute packaging and keep making a stellar product, especially at the price point. Like, this is, honestly, I would probably pay as much as $15 for this thing, 15 to 17, just because of how cute and just lovely this product is. But even more than that, I actually can't wait to empty this little guy so then I can put him in my office amongst all the other little toys, as seen here. Okay, so I don't know where it's gonna go, but it's gonna go somewhere in that room and I'm super excited about it. But yeah, again, I don't think you can find this at Ulta. Let me see if I'm wrong with that. Yeah, it's out of stock. Just keep on it with the restock because this is something that you're not gonna wanna miss out on. This is, and it's everything, it's adorable. So yeah, I would say that is probably the top product. Then it would be these little PhD lip balm, the little PhD lip balms. I just said PhD. You guys are so smart. Me. pH lip balms. The pH lip balm retails for $12 a piece. A pH powered lip balm that changes color into a custom pink shade made just for you. Lip loving ingredients nourish your palette while the color changing formula reacts to your natural pH to add a hint of pink. So you have it in Thunderbolt, which is a sheer gold to a custom pink shade. Sing, which is a sheer pink that changes to a custom shade of pink. And then Transform, a sheer lavender that changes to a custom shade of pink. First and foremost, the packaging on this is adorable. Like, I cannot even like, my heart wants to explode, especially between the Jigglypuff and the Ditto. I just love how derpy Ditto is. He just looks so happy because he has no idea what's going on, and I love that. And then you have little sweet Jigglypuff with his giant little eyes, his little swirly do haircut. I love him. And then of course you have Pikachu, which Pikachu is adorable, but I think Raichu's better, but whatever. He's really cute too. These are awesome. Not only are like the bullets just super fun and just cool to look at, it actually does do a really good job of leaving your lips this very beautiful pink color. Now, granted, I feel like I kind of gaslit myself a little bit because I kind of thought that each one of these were going to be a different color. It wasn't. So in hindsight, did I really need all three? Now, mind you, I did purchase all of them separately on my own. Did I really need to do that? Probably not. Probably an extra Ditto and extra Jigglypuff just for the packaging alone, but whatever. Did I really need all of that? No, I don't. I don't know why I thought they were going to be different. I really was like, oh yeah, no. No, they're all literally the same. I did like a quick little swatch earlier because I was so convinced like, oh no, these are different. When I was initially trying them on, I assumed that Pikachu was the one that was the most vibrant. No, they are all vibrant. Like they are all the same shade of pink. So yeah, of course, if I'm incorrect in my thinking, please do let me know, but kind of just based off the swatch on my hands, yeah, this is pretty much all the fucking same color. Anyway, I like these. These are super cute. Like I said, not only is the bullet adorable, when you do apply it, one, the formula is super comfortable. Two, it actually changes pretty quickly. So you're not like sitting there just waiting. Like it actually is pretty almost instantaneous. And while there is some kind of craft glitter that does come out when you are swiping the product onto your lips, rest assured that craft glitter is not painful. It doesn't hurt. So there's no grit or texture or anything like that. It's super comfortable. I love this product's longevity, and I feel like I can find myself kind of leaving it in my handbag because when I do go out and say I don't want to really touch up my lips, but I want to add a little something, but like I don't want to add lipstick, this would be like one of the perfect products to just kind of add like a little bit of color without it being too much. I think this paired with the ultra glossy lips, fucking phenomenal, fantastic. I love it, cannot get enough of it. And if you were lucky enough to get these, rest assured, you're gonna have a great time with them. They're super fun. I also really commend ColourPop on doing something a little bit different. They did something new, and I, again, commend them for that because these are fun. They're adorable. They're little conversation pieces. Like people are gonna be like, where the fuck did you get that? And be like, girl, let me tell you. Like, they're so cute. They're so adorable and they're functional, which is so nice. As much as I am a packaging whore, I love products that are adorable and work really well. And so far they're fucking 2 for 2. So if you do want to change up your lip balm by adding a little something, these are fucking great. I'm super sad that you cannot get them currently because both on Ulta as well as ColourPop, they are sold the fuck out. But again, just sign up to see when the next restock is going to be. I wish I could tell you, I don't know, but I hope it's soon because these are fucking everything. So yeah, so far they are killing it with the lip products. Now let's move on to my next favorite thing. Each cream blush retails for $14. Our easy to use cream blush melts into the skin for a weightless wash of soft focus color. Non-greasy and lightweight on skin, it glides onto the cheeks smoothly with a diffused natural matte finish infused with skin-loving ingredients like moisturizing kapasu butter and shea butter and a nourishing fruit blend. This super buildable plus blendable formula leaves your cheeks with the most natural flush. You have Vibrant, which is a warm red, Metronome, a true warm pink that blends like a dream, and Hypnosis, a rich warm violet that'll make you smile. First of all, packaging, fucking 10 out of 10 out of 10 out of 10. Although I will say, okay, so like what I love about the Hypnosis and the Metronome one, first of all, I love the addition of these little babes over here, okay? I think that's super sweet, especially with Metronome because you have a Wigglytuff, you have a Slowpoke, you have some other ones, I don't know the fucking names of them, but they're super cute looking, right? Like that's adorable. Then you have Hypnosis, which I think his name is Gengar. I'm pretty sure it is. But then you have like these little guys, which I don't actually know the names of any of them. This one looks like the shit sludge monster. I don't know what he is, but he's like a shitty sludge monster. I love this. That's cute. When it comes to fucking Pikachu, it's like obviously fucking ego, okay? egomaniac. He's like all over the place, which I mean, I get it. He is technically the star of the show. I would love to see other little babes right here, like instead of just him, you know, like at least give me a fucking Raichu or something, but whatever. Anyway, I think these blushes are probably some of my favorite blush formula that ColourPop has put out. These feel like the true definition of a soft watercolor moment. They kind of remind me of Chantecaille in that way, except in a cream formula. They are very soft and just very, I don't know, like perfect. It's like the nicest little pinch of color. I love the longevity of these guys. I love that it's a non-greasy formula that dries down relatively quickly, but not too quickly where you feel like you have to like really work fast to blend it out. It just dries down with ease. It doesn't disturb any of the products underneath. It applied very well with a brush as well as a finger, although I do like the application with a brush better. I like that you can build these up, but I didn't find them to be like super garish or anything like that. When you do build them up, they still blend very softly, very easily, so it still looks like a nice light wash of color. I love actually combining some of the colors to kind of make my own custom thing, which is really cool. I don't really have like a bad thing to say other than like the packaging kind of being a miss on Pikachu, but like everything else, it's really nice. I also love that these came out now specifically because Florida is just a disgusting swamp asshole right now. So I don't want to put a lot of powder on my face. So in thinking of like what I want to put on my face, like I want things that are lightweight, that will show up and will not melt all over my fucking face. And I feel like these are going to be like the perfect blush for the summer because of their pigmentation, their longevity. They kind of dry down to like this nice, maybe it's kind of like a little bit of like a powdery finish, but like not too powdery, where it just feels like tight and heavy. Like it just feels good. I just know that if my hair flies into my face, it's not going to get stuck. And I love that. I love that. I love that. I love that. Now, like I mentioned before, I picked these up because these were the things that I was like super excited about besides the I'm going to say PhD so badly, the pH lip balms. And of course, like the little lip mask. I'm super happy that I did pick these up because I can actually see myself really utilizing the shit out of them, that I feel like if I play my cards right, I actually might fucking hit pan on these guys, which is really wild to me because of the amount of fucking makeup I own. But I don't know, I just see myself just utilizing and using it. And ever since getting this collection over the weekend, I have just been really just playing with all three of these shades. Like I just can't stop. I'm not gonna lie though, I was a little nervous with the red one because I was like, oh man, I don't know how this is gonna work. But I feel like because they are that soft wash of color, if you were scared that this was going to be too much for you, don't be. ColourPop has, I don't know, like they have just been killing it with their like blushes. Like I like the last collection was a Beauty and the Beast, like that kind of tan blush. That was fucking pretty and I'm still using that. There's just something about ColourPop with their blushes these days. They're really killing it and I love them for it. So yeah, if you did pick these up, rest assured, you got the good shit, okay? You got the good shit. You're gonna have a lot of fun with it. And I feel like these are just going to be pretty much the spring and summer blushes this year, especially in terms of just the ease of use and how wonderful they are going to look in this disgusting fucking heat. So yes, we love that. Okay, so let's move on to the next product that I wound up actually didn't pick up, but not gonna lie though, kind of sad that I didn't pick this up because I would have missed out on a great fucking product. Evolution, the Ultra Glossy Lip Kit, retails for $27. Swipe on this high shine, smoothing, never sticky gloss and prepare to be obsessed. Infused with hyaluronic acid, plum, kaduku, sweet cherry oil, yuzu, and Japanese sumac for a nourished pout. Our flexible paddle applicator applies a perfect plush layer that looks and feels amazing. You have Thunderstone, which is a sheer soft yellow gold with a pink duochrome finish, Firestone, a sheer coral with a golden duochrome finish, and Waterstone, a sheer blue with pink and violet duochrome finish. Now I'm kind of sad that I actually didn't pick these up, and the reason why I didn't pick them up is because I was like, I don't really need a duochrome gloss. As much as I do love this formula because it's truly a non-sticky high shine gloss, like it's fucking really perfect, it's really pretty. I don't know, like I'm getting up there in age and I just want more neutral things. And so when I think about like a duochrome lip gloss, I'm like, oh man, there's a fucking time and the place to be wearing that shit. And it's not at a Target, you know what I mean? Not to say that there's anything wrong with that. It's just like, I know my preferences. And when I am not filming, I am a neutral motherfucking Nelly, okay? The only pop of color I really have is in the waterline or like mascara. Like, I don't know who the fuck I've become. And I don't like it. But I also kind of love it. I don't know. Anyway, so that's why I didn't pick these up because I was afraid that it was just going to be too much. I'm a dumbass because these are not too much. These are fucking great. If you had like the same hesitation that I did, oh bitch, don't. This is just super nice. They are so comfortable to wear. They are just super, just plush feeling in the best way possible. They are not super heavy. They feel weightless. I am obsessed, obsessed, obsessed with just the light kind of wash of color, where I feel like it pairs perfectly with the pH lip balms because it locks in that pinkiness, but also adding like just like a little touch of color just to make it a little interesting, where it's not like you just have like a normal clear gloss on your lips. Now there is some glitter attached to it, but the glitter, thankfully, it doesn't have any sort of real grit or any sort of texture, so it doesn't feel uncomfortable. I also like this formula too because it doesn't feel like it gets stuck in the outer corners. It doesn't kind of create a mess. And I think one of the worst things about a gloss is like how sticky it can fucking be. And granted, like if your hair did like fly into your mouth, like it's gonna have product on it, but it's not gonna be as bad as say like a traditional like super glossy gloss, essentially. I love the packaging on these guys. I love that it's like the evolution of Eevee. I think that's so fucking cute. And again, the devil is in the details, right? Like everything is just so fucking adorable. Like just between the caps and the colors that they're choosing, like everything just fucking makes sense. And I really, really love that some of this collection matches like other parts of it. So like when I look down at these glosses, I think of like, okay, they kind of are on par with some of the Supershock Shadows or some of the pH lip balms. So like, I just like that everything just feels so connected. Again, they did a really great job with this collection. But yes, the ultra glossy lips, if you were nervous that it was going to be too much, like, oh, I don't know about duochrome, trust me, it's not. It's just like a light wash of color that is almost probably the most wearable version of a duochrome gloss you'll ever have in your life. They add a little bit of something, they add a little bit of flavor without it being too much. Like it's fucking perfect. Again, longevity is great. Like I don't have a bad thing to say about it. So super, super happy that I got to try these. Bummed that I didn't pick them up because if this was not sent to me in PR, I would never know how fucking great these were. So pretty much to sum it up, all the lip products are fucking stunning. They really, really did a really great job with how fucking just thoughtful and beautiful this whole collection is, especially when it comes to the lips, okay? Which is so funny because I'm usually very critical when it comes to ColourPop's lips because for the longest time, I didn't feel like they made a really good product. And now they're just like fucking hitting it out of the park every time. It's home run after home run. Like they're doing a great fucking job. So love these. Okay, so this is where things take a turn. They take a turn. They take a turn. Okay, let's talk about the eyeshadow palette. Palett Town retails for $30. This exclusive collectible palette features 24 rainbow hues from soft pastels to fun brights inspired by the Kanto region. Each shade features our ultra pigmented blendable formula that's long lasting and applies evenly in matte metallic, matte sparkle, and pearlescent glitter finishes. So this is what I love about the palette. It's adorable packaging. I think this is super fucking cute. I think this is super adorable. I love that when you do open it up, you get all of these little guys up here. I think that's super cute. But here is your color story. I'm not gonna lie, it's a rainbow palette. Like there's nothing really super special about it. So with that said, like I can't really comment to say like, oh yeah, this is something that really makes sense to the show. Like I said to you in Makeup Bingo, I never fucking watched the show. I never played any of the fucking video games. So like, I don't know if it's like, I don't know if that's good or not. Like, the only thing I'm obsessed with basically is Pokemon Sleep, which essentially, according to one of my beautiful little subscribers, mentioned it's basically like a Tamagotchi, and they're fucking right. It's like a Tamagotchi, but way fucking cuter, and it helps you track your sleep. So yay, we love that. I wasn't really too keen on this color story because it's a rainbow palette. Like, listen, if you're gonna get a rainbow palette, go to Blend Bunny. Like, that's it. Just go to Blend Bunny. That is the only rainbow palette you will ever need in your fucking life. Don't even go to Glamlight. Go to Blend Bunny. They make consistent fucking eyeshadow and their rainbow stories. While yes, it's a little copy pasta, they are fucking solid every time. So yeah, if you want a rainbow palette, don't look at this, go get that one. When it comes to ColourPop, this is something that is not new. I feel like every like 5 months or so, they'll release a rainbow palette and it just feels the same. I don't know, like there's just nothing special or spectacular about this. The other thing that I don't love is that sometimes when it comes to like their IP releases, the formulas just feel a little bit different. These feel a little bit dustier, a little bit drier. And one of the mattes felt a little bit too patchy for my liking. I was able to make it work, but it took a lot of fucking hand holding. And the shade that I'm talking about is Trainer's Path, which is kind of funny because this is the one shade that I feel like should be fine because it's just a brown shade, but it was like not fucking having it. Now, granted, I didn't get to use every shade in this palette, right? But for the few shades that I did use, they were okay. I don't really love ColourPop putting in a lot of these matte with sparkles. Okay, so on one hand, I really hate this formula, right? right, but like, I think if we look at the Beauty and the Beast collection, that one was actually done well and it feels a little bit different. This one just feels very powdery, and with the powderiness of it, the sparkles kind of get all over the place and just make it look like Tinkerbell shit all over your face. And I fucking cannot stand it. So I don't love that. The other formula that they're just trying to hammer in are these pearlescent glitter formulas. Now, while I am very happy that we don't have any pressed glitters because that was fucking a nightmare. Remember when that was a fucking thing? Oh my God. While I am happy that that phase is pretty much over, we have these weird ones that are just, they're so hard. Maybe I'm just a sensitive little bougie bitch, but like, I don't like things that feel like sandpaper. And if I have to put them on my eyeball, of all places, bitch, no. So I hate that it feels like textured and gross and just uncomfortable, and it just feels like it's gonna scratch my cornea and I'm gonna need a really expensive surgery to correct my vision, and I don't love that. I fucking don't love that. So I want to steer clear of it. Now, I did put a little bit of the Champion shade in the inner corner, and I kind of like babied it just a little bit, just enough to feel like I'm not going to blind myself, but I didn't feel like it added anything. I don't know. Like, I wanted to love this more. Now, when it comes to like the shimmers, they're just very dry. They are very fucking dry, and they're crumbly, and they're kind of cracking a little bit, and it creates this texture that is just not cute to look at. But more than that, it just feels dry. I feel like when you do get ColourPop palettes that are not IPs, they usually feel like a better quality. They don't feel so stiff and just so fucking pedestrian. They feel like they actually have some life to them. They feel like they're buttery and they're smooth and they just melt and blend into the skin. These just feel powdery. Like, that's probably the best way I can describe it. Now, I did kind of play around with like the blue and the green shade, and the blue one, Cerulean City, I think that's how you pronounce it. I apologize if it's not. That one actually was a pretty decent powder blue, and I was kind of impressed with that. But the thing about that kind of shadow is, and I don't know, maybe it's just ColourPop's pastel shades, they start off like kind of weak, so you have to build them up, but then over time, like a couple hours later, they look really faded. I think that's my problem with this palette. The longevity is really not that great. It just feels like super soft. And while I don't mind that with the blushes, because I do like that watercolor effect, I don't love that with the eyeshadows. Even with the most basic of bitch looks with this palette, it just feels kind of soft where you start to question if you even have anything on your eyes. So yeah, I'm not like a huge fan of this palette. I really wanted to like it more. I really did. The one shadow though that I actually was kind of like really having fun with using is the Cinnabar Island. And I like that one because it was probably the most different out of the whole palette. This palette, again, rainbow fucking palette. But the Cinnabar shade felt different because it was like a deep cinnamon red, and it felt like it kind of had like a duochrome flip, but it really didn't. It was just like a nice rich shimmer, which compared to the other shimmers in this palette was probably the most like, I guess, rich looking, the most opaque looking compared to the others, which felt very just thin. I don't know, like even with building them up, it just never felt good. So yeah, it was kind of a bummer in that regard. Like I said, if you're looking for a rainbow palette, this is just not it. Like, you can fucking just go to Blend Bunny. Like, you do not need this palette. And I'm really happy that I didn't pick up this, because even looking at the swatches that they showed, it looked dry and it looked like it was going to feel dry, and that's exactly what this one is for me. So yeah, not a fucking fan of it. I would say skip out on this. You don't need that. And then of course, for me, the worst product out of the bunch are the Supershock Shadows. The Supershock Shadows retail for $9 a piece. Our famous long-lasting cream to powder formula with a unique bouncy-like texture. It's super creamy, insanely pigmented, and has one swipe intensity with minimal fallout. So you have the shade Flamethrower, which is a bright peachy coral with rainbow glittery pinpoints. Then you have Solar Beam, a teal green with a pink duochrome finish for sparkling looks, and then Hydro Pump, an aqua blue with the blue, pink, and violet pinpoints. Normally, I love Supershock Shadows. I find them to be just super buttery and smooth and opaque and just fucking stunning. It's one of those shadows where it's like a one and done. These were not that. And I kind of question whether or not they changed their formula a little bit, or maybe I just got duds. I don't know what it is, because even looking at some of the swatches, they just, I don't know, they kind of feel differently, the ones that I got. So the Bulbasaur one, which is the one that I was super excited about, the Solar Beam, this looks so cool in the fucking promo photos. This though, first of all, there is fallout. I love that they say there's no fallout. No, these things are fucking chunky. They almost feel dry in a weird way, which makes me wonder if I need to like put a little, I don't know, a little moisture or something back into them, because they just really feel fucking, I don't know, just not fucking pretty. When I first applied this, I tried it without glitter glue and I just wasn't really loving the results. So I did use a little glitter glue and it kind of looked the same. So I was like, that's fucking strange. I also don't love that this particular teal color, like in the promo photos, it looks like the pink flip is just unreal. I did not experience that at all with this. I feel like maybe in the right light, there kind of was a little bit of pinkiness to it, but for the most part, it just looked like green with maybe some white sparkles on top of it. It didn't feel special and it was definitely just like super light. I don't even feel like it really matches what the pan looks like. I don't know, like I wanted it to look like this, and no matter how many times I tried to build up this product, it just looked really faded and weak. And again, very, very dry. But the one that really kind of annoyed me is the one that I'm wearing today, which unfortunately I didn't film this look. Not that anybody's really asking for it, because I feel like the looks that I created with this are like meh, okay at best, is this one, the flamethrower shade. Okay, first of all, I hit pan. I already hit pan. I don't even understand how that was possible, but there's something weird about this particular one. This one is just super like textured and just very clumpy. It's probably the best way that I can describe it. When I put it on my eyelids, like it's drying down in a way where it just feels a little heavy. And in due time, I feel like I'm gonna be able to scratch this off, or I'm gonna be able to like basically eat the little remnants or the cheese doodle crumbs that will form on my face. Like, ugh, I hate it. So the fallout, super not cute, has a weird texture to it. It's very crumbly, very cracked. And the fallout sucks. Like it's so glittery and it's super messy, which kind of makes it almost impossible to clean. Yeah, it feels like I have kind of old man ball texture on my eyelid. I'm gonna try to take a picture of it and try to insert it here so that you can see kind of like how just I feel like a stone goblin. Like what the I never really had that experience with Supershock Shadows. So are mine old? Maybe that's what it is, because I don't remember it ever being like this ever. And I kind of feel like in ways, if I didn't add a little bit of like that red shadow to my like lash line, I feel like this look would just look really bad. Not to say that this is a amazing look, but like it's kind of blending in to that light brown shade. I don't know. Again, I feel like there's really nothing special about it. The only Supershock shadow that was like maybe a hair better, but like not by much, was the blue one. The blue one's a little bit better, but again, it can come off a little bit textured. This is actually probably the best that it's ever gonna look. I wish on the eyelid it looked like that. It kind of doesn't though. I feel like it looks way more faded when it's on the eyeball. But yeah, I don't know. There's just something about this formula that just feels super different from other Supershock shadows, which makes me kind of question, like, did they change their formula? Or did I get bad ones? Because it doesn't make any sense. I don't know. Again, I am so happy that I didn't pick up any of the eyeshadows. Although I'm not gonna lie, I was a little sad that I forgot to get the Bulbasaur one, because I was like, oh man, that teal to pink is really good. But when actually having it in my hand, I was like, you know what? I'm okay not getting this one. This is okay. Because I think I would be really mad had I wasted my money on that. Definitely steer clear of like the eyeshadow products in this collection. They just feel just old, dry, and faded, and you don't need that. Other things in this collection I feel like are just so much better. They are so much more fun. They're actually really good products. Not only are they adorable, but they're functional, and that's great. These, like just nothing, just not a good thing about them. If you had to choose between the eyeshadow products, I guess the palette would be a little bit better. You would definitely get a little bit more use out of it than say the Supershock Shadows, but like, don't torture yourself, man. Don't do that. So yeah, I don't know. Again, thank you so much, ColourPop Daddy. Like, I really appreciate you sending this my way. Like, love your face, love you to pieces. And I really sincerely hope that there is a round 2 of this collection, because I feel like they really dropped the ball when it came to any sort of accessory. I wish they had a makeup bag. I wish they had a mirror. I wish they had something. Like, I'm very happy that the little Pokeball, like this is really cute. Like, I'm super happy about this, but I kind of wish that they made a little mirror. I think the mirror would have been a really nice touch. So I hope if they do a part 2 of this collection, that they do bring some accessories to the mix, because I think that's the only thing that's pretty much lacking. Also, I don't know, just to have a better eyeshadow formula. Like, oh, just that just wasn't it. Actually, don't even focus on eyeshadows. Give me more cream blushes. Give me more cream blushes and give me more lip products. Like, that's what I want. Now, I would love to hear from y'all. Let me know down below if you picked up any of this, or if you are like, no, it, I don't care. Let me know, because I love hearing from you. And of course, I want to say thank you so much to my beautiful patrons and my YouTube members. Thank you so much for keeping this garbage boat afloat. And with that said, I'll see y'all mother on Friday. Bye.